Wrap me in a bolt of lightning, send me on my way still smiling. Maybe that's the way I should go, straight into the mouth of the unknown. I left the spare key on the table, I never really thought I'd be able to say I merely visit on the weekends. I lost my whole life and a dear friend. I've said it so many times.
They're a tough team. You just look at they've been extremely tough on the road as well. And we're just kind of digging into the early stages of the prep, but you know, I thought they played a physical football game yesterday. Obviously, was glued into that game, and it's going to be a great challenge.
Again, it's probably too early, but they are, I think, 8-1 on the road and 10-2 in close games or something like that. What do you see in that regard?
Yeah, just like you said, and I mean they're tough to beat on when they're away from their home stadium, which is kind of an outlier in this league, especially when you look at the home field advantage that they have with their fans, with their stadium, and hopefully we get our fans nice and loud this weekend, and we'll have quite a home field advantage here.
Mike, Matt, now that you're through, what do you think you got by the time off last week and what you guys worked on? Yeah,
just again, it was more or less just taking a good hard look at yourself and what you could do better. I think it afforded our players an opportunity to get their bodies right. We've had a little bit of sickness going around, so that certainly didn't help things. But you know, hopefully we're healthy, ready to go this Sunday.
Matt, I forget which game it was midway through the season, but you said that there was an opportunity to challenge a PI that you didn't because the way it's been going. Did your approach toward challenging pass interference change at all now this postseason?
No, I think it's going to stay pretty consistent to the mindset and how we've approached it throughout the course of the season.
And Matt, the Saints obviously lose the first game yesterday. Can you kind of, what was you and your staff's approach then after you knew that second game's winner was going to be coming, and then how did you kind of approach this morning, et cetera?
Yeah, no, it was more or less you were locked into the second game and knowing that the winner was you were going to be playing. So, and then we kind of dug right into our initial stages of preparation this morning and had the guys in here and went out and practiced, and it's going to be back to watching tape.
Matt, do you get to sort of expand on each segment of what you'll do during the week? Is that what an extra day does, or do you just focus on one thing, use this as something different than you would do during the normal week?
Anytime you have a couple days off, you just want to kind of knock the rust off the guys and just get them out there running. We did some 2-minute situations, some stuff that we haven't hit on in a while, and so it was a good, productive 1 hour on the field.
Will you go pads like Thursday?
Yeah, that's the plan right now.
Now, you guys have had such good health all year, and then last week you didn't have 4 or 5 offensive linemen. What does it mean to get them all back working? I don't know if Elton was sick or whatever, but what did it mean to have those guys back now and kind of get them back into the swing of things?
Well, it's always good when you got your guys out there, and like you mentioned, Elton, he's a little sick right now. It's been going around here, so just trying to remind the guys that they're doing to practice good hygiene so they don't get sick. We need everybody at their best this weekend in order to advance, and again, it's got a lot of respect for Coach Carroll. He's been doing it a really long time at a really high level, and we know that he'll have his team prepared.
How big of an advantage do you think it's been for you this season to have those 5 guys be healthy together for virtually the entire year?
Yeah, I think it's a huge advantage. Just that continuity. I mean, it's priceless, especially when you're talking about your offensive line. So I think it's definitely it's been great for us.
You've said on a number of occasions there's a lot more in this team. Where do you think that could come? What kinds of things do you mean when you think this team could take another step or two, or however many?
I just think putting 4 quarters of consistent football in all 3 phases. certainly hasn't felt like we've accomplished that, although we've found a way, and that's what's a credit to those guys in that locker room is they find a way to come out on top. But I just think in terms of the consistency in all three phases for 4 quarters.
Are you preparing for snow or factoring weather in any of your practices?
Not really. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know how you can necessarily manufacture snow out there for practice, but no.
Do you do wet ball drills, any of that?
You know, I'm not a big fan of that, but I've definitely been some places where we've done that, and you know, I feel pretty comfortable with the guy that we have under center. That's usually who it affects the most, is that quarterback center exchange. And those guys have been doing this for a long time in a lot of different conditions, so I'm not overly concerned with that.
What don't you said you're not a fan of it, what doesn't do it for you?
No, it's just it's a pain. We did it a lot last year, and you know, I think guys adapt. I think the officials do a pretty good job of keeping the balls dry during the game, and it almost it definitely makes it a lot worse in practice than what you're going to experience in a game typically.